Alright guys, what is going on? Sorry for the brief delay. I'm just trying to figure out this live chat here. We got the share, we got the cancel. I have all these like crazy filters on here too. Sorry for the weird intro here. Give me 1 second. So what is going on, guys? I'm here to answer you guys' questions. By the way, is it better to, there we go. I think I gotta keep it in vertical here. I got my Chargers game on in the background. Says we got a very bad connection. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hey, what is going on? What is going on, Kyle? So I am really bad at this. My little phone holder is not here yet. So what is going on, guys? Let me know if the connection is good on your end. It says very bad connection on my end, and I flipped it. Oops. So I'm here to answer you guys' questions on lean bulking and also just talk to you guys about some upcoming content. I have so much on the way, and I want to get your guys' ideas as well on what you want to see on the channel. And I'm doing this like crazy arm transformation series coming up on the channel where I'm going to go through and literally go into a like machine scanner where it's going to measure like my biceps and my triceps on a DEXA scan machine, and I'm actually gonna try to contact a bunch of IFBB pros and different people and get their best arm workouts and share them with you guys. And we're gonna see who can have the craziest arm transformation in 12 total weeks. So what is going on, everybody? It is so good to connect with you guys in person. Boobs trump biceps. Yeah, these filters on here are no joke. I'm just going to show you guys how weird all these filters are. I don't know why they do this. This is some trippy stuff right here. All right, so I'm going to start answering some questions. I'm 6'4" and want to gain muscle but want to look lean. How much should I eat and how much should I walk? That's a good question. How much do you weigh? So I would say a good like starting point is maybe to take your body weight and multiply it by 17. So like if you're 200 pounds, maybe start off with 3,400 calories and then just see if you're gaining like 0.5 to 1 pounds every single week. If you're gaining like a lot more than that, chances are that it's body fat unless you're a complete beginner. So I would say body weight times 17 is a really good guesstimate, but it could be a lot more or less depending on how active you are, your metabolism, all that. We got the Monkey Buttster. Awesome name there, the Monkey Buttster. 500 calories increase or 250. I would say try 250 and see if you're getting stronger. That's another good indication. Not even the weight, but if you're increasing your lifts by like 5 to 10 pounds every week, like the compound stuff, I would say you're at a good caloric surplus. 500 calories. Let me just go through these questions. While bulking, how much HIIT should I do a week? That is a really good question. I would say twice per week is a good amount. And I see my boy Le'Veon Bell just scored a touchdown. Twice per week is a good amount. I would say just do like 8 sprints and maybe rest like 30, 45 seconds. No need to do it really more than that while you're lean bulking. I got a good question up here. Best split for a lean bulk. It really depends on how many days that you want to work out for. I'm going to read Maytab. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Hey, sorry for the boobs trump biceps comment. It was in context to another YouTuber. Sniper, all she does is show boobs and people follow her like crazy. I've never heard of her. I gotta check out her channel. Okay, so going back to the best workout split on a lean bulk, because that is a good question right there. Okay, so 6 days per week. I would say if you've been in the gym for like 2 years plus, I would try a push-pull leg split, but I would do different exercises on your push and on your pull workouts. So for instance, maybe like one push workout, focus more on upper chest, and then maybe the other one do like dumbbell flat bench, pull over, different things like that. So maybe do 3 to 4 different exercises on each push and pull workout. So we got 19 people on board. Keep on asking me your questions. They don't have to be like all lean bulk related. I just thought I would kind of give you guys a topic we could roll with today. I was 120 kilograms and lost weight up to 85 kilograms, but still can't see definition of my body. I do exercises every day, 2-hour session with cardio and stomach exercise. I would say if you're trying to get ripped, don't put so much emphasis on cardio and like full body training. Do more emphasis on increasing your intensity on compound lifts. Like add more intensity on deadlifts. Really track your lifts with progressive overload. Do drop sets, supersets, things like that. It's all about workout intensity, and it just patience, man. Like if you dial in your diet, you work out intensely, you follow, you track your lifts, you're getting stronger, you're adding time under tension. It is only a matter of time until you get shredded and start to look the way that you want. Let's check out that bubbles filter one more time. It's so weird and trippy. At least I don't have like the snapshot dog on here yet, because that would make the live stream really weird. We'll keep this on for a minute so the new people coming on think they don't know what the hell is going on. Anyway, besides hitting upper chest to get rid of gyno? I mean, when you say gyno, do you literally mean like you took anabolic steroids and you actually have gyno? Or do you just mean that you have maybe like kind of high body fat? Because there is a big difference between actually having gyno and actually just having a little bit of chest fat. So I will need some clarification on that. From my knowledge, if you actually have gyno, like unfortunately, if you took like anabolic steroids and you actually have gyno because you didn't know what you were doing, then you might need surgery. That's at least to my knowledge. I'm not like an expert in the topic, but I have heard that you need surgery to remove it. No natural man for age. I'm about 14% body fat, 173 pounds. What should my maintenance calories be approximately? If I'm trying to cut down to 10% body fat, how many calories approximately, and what do you suggest to split between carbs and fat? I would say no more than 50 to 60 grams of carbs per day. And if you're about 173 pounds and you're trying to cut, this is just a guesstimate off the top of my head. Obviously, I would need to know a lot more about you to give you the best possible info, but I would say about 2,000 to 2,200 total calories should be a good amount. We got a question from Drew right here. Let me read what Marco said here first. So, your chest workout videos helped me hit 225 for 3 reps yesterday. That is awesome, man. I remember the first time I put up 225 pounds. I was so excited. I felt like I was an NFL machine or something. So it's really fun just seeing how many times you could bench press 225, just because I like to compare myself to like the NFL combine guys. My personal record, I think, is like 16 or 17. I really want to get to 20, but that does entail me having a little bit higher body fat than I want. So I'm going to read Drew's question. I've been feeling pain in my left elbow since I started working my biceps every day. Should I be concerned about this? Yeah, I would say you probably should. I myself have never really experienced elbow pain with biceps. I've experienced slight elbow pain with triceps. So I would potentially try to get, I mean, it just depends, like, is the pain like a 1 to a 3 range, or is it like a 9 or 10 where you feel like you're really affecting your tendons and your ligaments? So I would say just be smart about it, because it's definitely not normal to feel like tendon and ligament pain right in your elbow when you're working out your biceps. Troy, you the man, the superhuman. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys so much for picking up the Superhuman pre-workout. I am so insanely excited to take it to the gym with me. The formula is insane. I never once crashed on it, and it gives you like awesome all-day energy. So thank you guys for all the support. We should be shipping those out in about a week. Say hi to Jerome. What is going on, Jerome from Canada? I'm actually a big fan of Toronto. I had a lot of fun in Toronto a couple years ago. Best way to put on serious mass quickly. What do you eat for lean muscles? I'll answer Cameron's question first. I would say, like, for me personally, being naturally skinny, being kind of an ectomorph, carbohydrates are going to be the most important thing for putting on lean muscle, because carbohydrates, insulin is the most anabolic thing in your entire body. So I would say a 2-to-1 ratio. Like if you weigh 200 pounds, you want to have about 400 grams of carbohydrates. And yeah, that's honestly more important, I think, than anything else. Fats, you really only need like 50 to 70 grams of. There's no need to get carried away with dietary fat. And then protein, keep it around 1 gram per pound of body weight. Track your lifts. Like, this isn't my workout log, but like I bring a notebook like this to the gym, and I track all my lifts, especially my compound lifts. Like, it's literally the #1 X factor. I was about to film an Instagram video about how important it is to really get people to start tracking their lifts. But if you go in the gym and you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you last lifted, say on bench press or squat, you're just naturally not going to have the same intensity. So I would say, like, I approach my workout so much differently when, say I'm at the squat rack and say I see that I'm just throwing out a number like 315 for 7 reps last workout. Like, just knowing that mentally, I'm gonna like dial in like I'm the Terminator to hit 8 reps, to hit 10 reps, to add 5 to 10 more pounds and hit the same rep scheme. So really dial that in. We got someone from Sweden in the house. Would you recommend doing fasted cardio in the morning for 20 to 30 minutes? I absolutely love doing fasted cardio. I'll drink some branched chain amino acids or like a little bit of pre-workout. If your goal is shredding, I think fasted cardio is awesome. If you're lean bulking, probably not the best. Depends how fast your metabolism is. How many times should I work my arms in a week if I hit the gym twice a day, 5 days? So you work out 10 times a week. That is a lot. By the way, let me know if at any point in time the connection goes bad. I'm getting like these weird notifications sometimes that the connection is bad, and I don't see how it looks on your guys' end, so let me know. I think this is only my second live stream ever. So I'm going to go through these questions. How's business going? I enjoy your videos. Monsters, madness. Everything's going good, Phil. Just really excited to launch the pre-workout, and we just redid our website. And by the way, guys, I posted a video like 6 hours ago earlier this morning on the 3-step system to bring up any leggy muscle group. I think it's a really good video, and I think it'll really help you guys just figure out a system for bringing up any leggy muscle group. So make sure you guys check that out. It'll just be the most recent video on the channel from this morning. What are your thoughts on intermittent fasting while trying to lean bulk? What would you suggest taking a break from fasting to bulk? I would not do intermittent fasting with lean bulking. Like, depending on how much you weigh, you're going to have to eat like 3,500 to 3,800 calories while you're lean bulking. And if you put that into an 8-hour window, that is just like, that is a lot of food to eat in 8 hours. Or, I mean, some people, when they intermittent fast, they only have a 4 to 6 hour eating window. So I would say, yeah, definitely don't do intermittent fasting. And in fact, I talked to a lot of the guys who are like IFBB pros and men's physique and bodybuilders, and literally none of them do intermittent fasting while they're trying to put on size. I think just like Kinobody has spent so much money making you guys think that intermittent fasting is like God's gift to getting the physique that you want. And the truth is, none of the pros, none of the guys with really incredible physiques do it when they're actually trying to put on size. It just makes it so much harder. Hey Troy, I want to know what supplements to take to lose fat. What's up, Ahmad? So since you asked supplements, I created the Master Shredder Stack to be like a 24-hour fat-burning stack. So it's Alpha Shredder and Alpha Dreams. I don't want to talk about my supplements too much on the live stream, but yeah, if you go on alphaline.com and look at the Master Shredder Stack, there's been some really good testimonials and results for that, and that's currently what I do take anytime I'm cutting. And I apologize, it says bad connection again. I don't know why the hell it does that, but let me answer a few more questions here. Don't know which flavor of the pre to try. Any recommendations? At first, I really like Candy Kryptonite because it's like cotton candy flavored. And then recently, the Hulk juice is really growing on me. It's like sour gummy bear, sour gummy worm flavored. So they're both really good. We made sure that we didn't release the pre-workout until both flavors were on point. So you should enjoy either one. What the fuck, man? I keep on getting bad connection. Let me know if this live stream just completely sucks. I'm waiting for my Wi-Fi to be hooked up, so I'm actually using my my hotspot too. So just could be a lot going on here. No, I definitely don't recommend steroids. But if you're trying to be like an IFBB pro bodybuilder or you're trying to go pro, then you're probably gonna have to take them. Not gonna lie to you. We got Algeria in the house. What is going on, my man? Do you recommend a certain body fat percentage when starting lean bulk? Now that is a really good question. Yes, I think before you lean bulk, you should be like 10 to 12% body fat, because if you're 15 to 20% body fat and you start lean bulking, you're gonna get fat, and then spring, summertime is gonna roll around. I know you guys wanna be shredded and aesthetic, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna have too much body fat, and that you're gonna end up, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have to go on too extreme of a deficit, and you're gonna lose size, or you're just never gonna get as lean and shredded and aesthetic as you want. Okay, good to hear the stream is good. I'll just keep on talking. So yeah, I would almost do a mini cut if you can't see your abs before you start your lean bulk. You definitely should be able to see your abs before you start lean bulking, at least like the top two. So yeah, I'm actually working on a video for a mini cut next week. I myself am going on like a low carb 5-day mini cut to get to maybe like 9% body fat range. And then I'm gonna hit the lean bulk really hard. And I would even say throw in a mini cut maybe like 5 days out of every 2 months while you're doing a lean bulk, just to like stay relatively lean and kind of reset that metabolism. So I'm going to keep on plugging away here. I don't see any recent questions. Oh wait, yeah I do. Connection's still good. 156 seems body fat is too high. I'm actually I'm doing a calisthenics workout next week. So I just moved to Los Angeles, and the number one thing I really want to start doing is collabing with people. So I have someone that's going to be making an introduction to Brendan Myers to me, and I'm collabing with this guy called Hood Vlogs next weekend, and we're shooting a calisthenics like bodyweight workout on his channel. So I'm really excited about that collab, and I have a couple other really exciting in-person collabs coming your way. I just want to have a really unique and fun channel and start getting more people on the channel and different experts. So let me know what you guys think about that game plan. And if you guys could turn on post notifications. Preston has a message retracted. What does that mean? Does that mean that you removed it from your end, or did I do something? So yeah, I got so many exciting videos on the way. So just to let you guys know when I'm trying to upload, I'm gonna try to upload almost every single day at like 11 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, like if you live, so that's actually really early by me. So I uploaded like 8 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm gonna try to upload at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then on the weekends, I try to upload a little bit earlier because, yeah, obviously today I think I actually had to schedule the upload because it was so early Pacific time. So you just, I'm going to try to go like 4 to 5 times per week. So stay tuned and turn on post notifications. But as of right now, I'm here to answer your questions. What is going on, Joanne? Glad to have you on board here. Did nucleus overload training work for you? I don't think I've done the greatest like experiments for nucleus overload because for part of a couple of my experiments, I've been in a deficit. But I can say right now I'm trying it on my calves and my traps, and it's worked really well for me in the past for chest. Like I did push-ups until failure for like 150, 200 reps almost every day for 2 straight years when I was younger, and now my chest grows so fast. So I'm actually gonna do a more proper experiment where I'm in a slight caloric surplus, and that'll give you guys the best information. But I want you guys to try it as well because everybody's body's different, and I think the more that people try it and the more feedback that I get, the better I'll be able to help structure a nucleus overload program for you guys in the future. Do I need to count macros every day for lean bulk? Yeah, like honestly, if you don't count your macros on a lean bulk, chances are you're not gonna eat enough. Like that's been my biggest mistake is I don't count my macros while I'm lean bulking. I count my macros a lot more when I'm shredding. And I don't think I was eating enough carbs. I don't think I've been eating enough total calories in the past to lean bulk. So I think I'm going to put on a ton of size over the next couple months lean bulking. And we got my boy Keenan Allen. Sorry, I'm like somewhat watching the Chargers game in the background, so a little distracted. My boy Keenan Allen just caught a big 40-yard pass. We got any Chargers fans in the house? I think I'm the only Chargers fan left. They're so bad that nobody in Los Angeles even goes to the games. I'm 5'11" and 190 pounds. Doing a mini cut now to get abs visible. How long should I mini cut without losing too much gains? Well, I would say, I mean, how close are you to having abs right now? For me, like, I can get pretty good results from a 5 to 7 day mini cut. I'm actually working on a video starting tomorrow where I'm gonna document, I think it's gonna end up being a 5-day mini cut, and I'm gonna show you just like how fast you can transform in only 5 days on a mini cut. So if you have a decent amount of muscle mass, you can actually make some pretty crazy progress in only 5 days. If you do HIIT cardio or fasted cardio, you're working out every day. A mini cut too, I would stick with just protein and vegetables because for a very short period of time, that's gonna be the most effective way to lose as much body fat. So like I'll go to Whole Foods, I'll get these raw salads, I'll just eat protein and veggies for every single meal. What should be the macros for the cut? That depends on how much you weigh. So I don't know, what do you weigh? I would say body weight. Okay, I'll give you, you can maybe reverse engineer based off what I weigh. So I'm like 195 pounds. I'll be at probably 2,000 calories a day on a mini cut, and I'll try to get it all from protein and vegetables. Home workouts. I'm working. I know I've been really bad on the home workout videos. For whatever reason, I just always think to film my workout videos in the gym. But I do have some really good home workout videos on the way for you guys because I want to be versatile and give you guys awesome workouts you can do with no equipment as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that. what do you think about working out and eating bad? I mean, I think if 20 to 30% of your diet is bad, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So I'm a big fan of the 80-20 rule. Like, I literally have Reese's Puffs right here because I'm about to go on a mini cut. So like, this will be like my 20%. I'll have like 100 grams of carbs from Reese's Puffs today. And then I'll have like 250 grams of carbs from like healthy sources like oatmeal, from like brown rice, things like that. The pre-workout should ship in about, what's the date? I would say in about 7 to 10 days. So I'll definitely, we're going to keep you guys posted via email. So we're just finishing up the process. We're just finishing up the manufacturing. I'm super excited. I want to get them out to you guys as soon as possible. So everything should be good to go in about 7 to 10 days. But obviously we'll give you guys a bunch of email updates along the way. What are the best things to eat while shredding? I'm 6'2", 217 pounds right now, trying to get 190, 200 pounds. Since I subscribed to your page, I've lost over 20 pounds so far. So the best things to eat while shredding are gonna be vegetables and protein. And I think even more important is just make sure you're in a caloric surplus. Make sure you're tracking your calories. So for instance, if you're eating all protein and vegetables and healthy fat, and you're still in a caloric surplus, you're not going to lose body fat. Or vice versa, you could be eating Pop-Tarts and Oreos and junk food, but be in a 500 caloric deficit, and you're going to lose a lot more body fat like that. So I would say most importantly, just get in the habit of tracking macros and don't beat yourself up over eating perfectly, because it is no fun. I remember so many times I've tried to eat perfectly and I just fall off the wagon eventually after 2 or 3 weeks. It's just not sustainable. So maybe go 80-20 or 90-10. Can you do a video on how to increase the vertical jump? If you look way back on the channel, and by the way guys, I just organized the entire channel into playlists yesterday, so if you look, everything's really organized on the channel homepage. I have 2 videos. I have the Russell Westbrook workout and the LeBron James workout, and I think I do a lot of vertical leap stuff in there. I'm definitely going to start working on vertical jump stuff and basketball stuff. I honestly am probably going to start a different channel for it though, because you guys probably don't know how YouTube works, but if you do too much content that's different than where most of your subscribers came from, those videos typically won't do very well. So I was thinking about actually starting a basketball lifestyle channel because I love talking about basketball and NBA. So I've been working on that for the past couple weeks. I'll keep you guys updated, but the channel is gonna be vertical jump training and just talking about the NBA and even doing some vlogs of going to Lakers and Clippers games and stuff like that. So I'm a huge fan of basketball channels on YouTube, so kind of inspired me to start another basketball channel. Do you think it's possible to build lean muscle and lose body fat? Maybe some HIIT cardio twice a week. My main focus is building muscle. Yeah, if you look on my channel, like I was saying guys, I just organized my homepage into different playlists. If you look on my channel homepage, I think there's 4 videos on building muscle and burning fat at the same time, and I'm working on a really in-depth video on it. Long story short, yes, it's possible, but there's 4 scenarios in which building muscle and burning fat is much, much easier. Number 1 would be someone who recently had a lot of muscle mass and just hasn't worked out for 3 to 6 months, like a detrained lifter. So for instance, if I took 3 months off, it would be really easy for me to go back to training and dieting and build muscle and burn fat because I already had all those gains in the first place. Number 2, if you're a beginner. Number 3, if you're really obese. And number 4, if you're taking steroids. Those are the 4 cases in which it's very easy to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. Now, I'm working on a video that's going to give you guys a definitive blueprint, and it's going to be really detailed and action-packed. So be on the lookout for that. I'm actually working on that, and it should be ready in 7 to 10 days. But that's a good question, but I do have 4 or 5 videos on the channel organized into how to build muscle and burn fat right on the channel homepage if you want to check that out. That's a lot of talking, guys. 24 minutes of non-stop talking. I drink a lot of water, so I just have 1 to 2 meals a day. I mean, that's fine, depending on what your goal is. We got a question from Kyle. I'm trying to build muscle. What's the best way I could do that? Aiming for chest, abs, and bicep building. I would say, obviously, I see you have specific goals with your chest and with your biceps. I mean, I do as well. But make sure you're still hitting your deadlifts and your squats and your weighted pull-ups and the heavy compound movements. So I would say for biceps, I would look at it like this. I would make sure I hit weighted like underhand grip pull-ups, especially for arms and building that thickness in your back. So I would start my arm training where I would go like really heavy, like time under tension, focus on eccentric overload stuff, like go heavy and then go like 3 seconds on the way down and things like that. So focus like part of your training on getting stronger and adding eccentric overload, like going down nice and slow, and then focus the other half of your training on incredible mind-muscle connection, like going 30 to 45 seconds time under tension. And then most importantly, eat more carbohydrates. If you're 150 pounds, 300 to 350 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, 50 to 80 grams of fat depending on how much you weigh. And if you do that and you track your lifts and you track your macros, you focus on getting stronger, you focus on mind muscle connection, there is no way you don't bring up any leggy muscle group. And in fact, check out my most recent video, guys, on the channel, how to bring up any leggy muscle group. It goes into like 3 steps that I think works to bring up any leggy muscle group. So that would answer it a little more clearly. I drink a lot of water. There's a good question up here I didn't get to from Jabari West. I'm skinny fat and I play basketball every day for about an hour and I run 3 kilometers 3 to 4 times a week. And I work out 5 times a week. I eat whatever I want, but I only drink water only drinking water is fine. I'm trying to figure out what your question is. I would say throw in some HIIT training, Jabari. Like throw in some sprint intervals and throw in a couple days per week of just like crushing the compound workouts. Like really focus on your squat and your deadlift. Even if you say theoretically don't care what your back looks like or your legs, what happens is you're gonna put on more muscle mass throughout your entire body doing those exercises. And then that's gonna boost your metabolism, which is gonna help you burn more calories at rest. And it's just like a compound effect of everything coming together. So like no matter what your goal is, whether it's building muscle or burning fat, you really need to put an emphasis on those compound workouts. If you're skinny fat, should you cut or bulk? Okay, so this is a really good question, and I know I haven't done a video on skinny fat yet on the channel. So if you're skinny fat, I think you should, so you're in the best case scenario, you know, thinking about this glass half full, to build muscle and burn fat at the same time if you're skinny fat. So what I would do is I would be at like a 250 caloric surplus. I would do high intensity interval training twice per week, and I would absolutely crush my compound lifts. Like I would do squats, I would do deadlifts, I would do weighted pull-ups, I would do dumbbell bench press, incline bench press. Focus on getting stronger on those lifts. And in 2 to 3 months time, what should happen is you should have a lot less body fat, and you should also be able to build muscle mass and look a lot leaner. So I would say don't focus on like starving yourself and cutting. Focus on putting on muscle mass, because muscle is going to burn fat. It's going to boost that metabolism. Kyle Moore says, Barry, start with 1 day, find good music and do whatever you want. I must have missed a good question here. Let me try to scroll up here. I'm so lazy. How can I start working out? I mean, everyone's motivated. All right, so let me talk to Barry here one-on-one. Like, what motivates you? Like, is it girls? Is it like to be healthier, to have more energy, to have more money? Like, I know I just shot a video with this guy named John Cristani, and it's gonna be uploaded on the channel next week, Saturday, but he actually talks about how he had this crazy period where he like worked out every day and did extreme sports, and he had his like best financial period of his life. He made like $2 million in 6 months doing like extreme sports and like doing sprinting workouts. So like stuff that was boosting his testosterone. So I would say like if you're really lazy and you don't want to work out, I would say reverse engineer the benefits of it. Like think about how much energy you have, like that you will have, how much confidence you're going to have, how amazing you're going to look. Don't think about like, oh, this workout's hard, like I can't do it, I'm dreading going to the gym. Like once you're in shape, working out becomes so easy. I absolutely love going to the gym. I love training, and everything is just going to help you so much in your life when you get in that flow state of working out and training intensely. Can you make a video about carb cycling? Yeah, I'll definitely be making a video on carb cycling. It's a really good topic. So yeah, absolutely. And by the way, so let me ask, we got Tristan. Troy, you think working out 5 days a week and pause only weekends is an overkill? What exactly is your question? Like, is working out 5 days a week okay? And pause only weekends. I mean, I work out 5 to 7 days per week, so I don't see how resting on the weekends is a big deal if you're training hard during the week. Troy, how do you work out? How many carbs are in vegetables, protein, easy to work out by grams? Are you planning to ever travel to Adelaide, Australia? What is going on, Trevor? So, vegetables, I literally will count, like, if I eat a big plate of vegetables, I'll count like 20 grams of carbs. It really isn't much at all. So, no need to like count a bunch of carbs if you're eating vegetables. I don't know if I answered your question. I didn't quite fully understand it, but I think that's what you're trying to ask. And by the way, for all the new people on the live stream, make sure you guys check out my video from earlier today. I go into the 3 steps on how to bring up any leggy muscle group. So make sure you guys check that out. Like, do I have to pause between more? Trying to figure out, does anybody understand his question and can maybe like word it differently? Troy, you think working out 5 days a week and pause only weekends is an overkill? Like, do I have to pause between more? I think if you rest 2 days per week on the weekends, that's a really good schedule. I mean, if you just want to like go to the beach and have fun, chill with your girlfriend, your family, whatever you want to do, like that's a good lifestyle. If you're just like crushing your workouts during the week, you could definitely see really good results. And so Barry, one last question, like what motivates you? Is it like you want to look a certain way for dating, for confidence? Yeah, let me know what you're thinking, Barry. I am YouTube says he's basically asking if he is working out too many times per week. No, if you're working out 5 times per week, you're definitely not working out too much. In fact, like anyone who's really into fitness is probably going to work out 5 to 6 times per week. So I think you're right on point with your workout regimen. It just kind of depends on what your split is. Hey Troy, should I lower my training volume if I'm going in a caloric deficit if I'm doing cardio also? It depends. I mean, you got to look at your life kind of like in total. Like if you're training really intensely in a caloric deficit and you're really sluggish all day, you're not getting work done. I don't know if you like work full time or you're in school, but if it's affecting your lifestyle, I would say lower the training volume. If it's not, I really don't lower my training volume when I'm cutting. In fact, sometimes I'll actually increase it. So it just kind of depends. Let's see here. Preston says, thanks Troy for the live stream. Can't talk. Keep kicking ass. Look forward to your vids and thanks for answering my questions. You got it, Preston. That is why I'm here. I'm going to try to do live streams maybe like once every Sunday. And yeah, just kind of do a Q&A or whatever topic we're talking about. Can you build muscle by working out 3 times per week? What is best for boosting metabolism? Okay, best for boosting metabolism is going to be intense training, whether if it's intense cardio or whether it's intense compound lifts. There is no greater way to boost your metabolism other than increasing your workout intensity. So yeah, man, you just got to like dial in that workout intensity. Take shorter rest times between compound lifts. Guys, if you want to transform your physique, try this on your next workout. Try going 5 sets on the squat and deadlift next time you do it. Go heavy in the 6 to 10 rep range and only rest 60 seconds between your sets. It is absolutely brutal, and I guarantee you your metabolism will be skyrocketed after you do that. So give it a try. Let me go back to a few questions here. It's kind of hard. I gotta like scroll up here on these questions. How many days a week do you think you should train for a beginner? I would say 3 to 4 times per week if you're doing all compound exercises would be perfect for a beginner. I'll try to get into a beginner workout regimen soon on the content. What is best for boosting metabolism? I just covered that. Can you build muscle by working out 3 times a week? Yes, if you only work out 3 times per week, but in those 3 times per week, you're doing weighted pull-ups, you're doing squats, you're doing deadlifts, you're doing incline bench press, dumbbell bench press, heavy overhead press. If you're focusing all of your time and attention on basically doing compound lifts, you absolutely can build a lot of muscle mass only working out 3 times per week. So that's a good question, and it just depends. Like, the devil's in the details. Like, what are you doing on those 3 days? Are you doing lots of compound lifts? Are you focusing and tracking your workouts, doing progressive overload? So yeah, man, the devil's in the details, but to answer your question, yes. Let's see here. What we got? Jabari. Sorry if I haven't got to your questions. I'm trying to go through them all here. Jabari West says, hey, can you guys answer one question for me? Like, do you guys see all the questions that people are asking on the screen? Or am I the only one who sees that? I'm just trying to figure out. I need to get actual like live stream software because like on the desktop, it's so much easier. On my smartphone, it's kind of a pain in the ass because I'm like holding it and I'm trying to scroll up. So the next live stream will be much, much higher quality. Let me go up to some questions here. Do you prefer a push-pull legs or train each muscle group separately? You know what? I kind of go back and forth depending on if I have to take 2 or 3 days off, you know, on a given week. just because of my schedule, I'll do a push-pull leg split where I'll basically just, put more in each workout. But if I have like 6 or 7 days to train, I think I get the best results from doing like 1 to 2 muscle groups per day and just hitting a ton of volume on those muscle groups. So like if I'm doing a shoulder workout, I'm focusing almost all my attention on shoulders. If I'm doing an arms workout, I'm not doing, legs or anything else during that workout. So I would say the more focus that you can put and the more volume and overload you can put on 1 to 2 muscle groups, the better results. But if you have a limited amount of time to train that week, push-pull legs is a really good split. And by the way, if you are working out 6 days per week regardless, I think it's pretty intense to do push-pull legs 6 times per week. I would say I would only recommend that if you have a lot of time to train and your energy is really good. You're not like maybe like lacking on sleep. Like if you're working all the time and you're only sleeping 5 to 6 hours a night, I think doing a push-pull leg split 6 times per week is going to be a little bit too intense. Okay, so you guys can see the questions as well. Let me scroll up here. Troy, how do I make my lower abs stand out lean bulking? I mean, to get lower abs while you're lean bulking, you're kind of trying to combine 2 goals in one. Like, I don't know, I think you're probably used to seeing like maybe a few people on Instagram who are like on crazy amounts of steroids and stuff like that, who have like lower abs while lean bulking. But to have lower abs, you got to be at like 7 to 8% body fat. I would say focus on getting lower abs while you're shredding. Maybe keep like the top 4 abs while you're lean bulking, because you're going to put on more size the less worried you are about like how shredded you are during your lean bulk. But with that being said, I am working on a video on how to stay relatively lean and shredded while lean bulking, so be on the lookout for that. But don't get so caught up in having shredded abs while you're lean bulking, because even for like the pros, like even like I've seen Jeremy Buendia train like in the off season, the Mr. Olympia physique winner, when he's like 20 to 40 weeks out from competition, and even he doesn't have lower abs. Mr. Olympia winner in men's physique does not even have ripped lower abs while he's lean bulking, so don't get too caught up in that, dude. Barry Moore says, I just want to be fit and more muscle at the moment. Burgers motivate me. Well, at least you're honest. Well, here's a cool thing. The more intensely that you work out, the more burgers that you can eat, and it's actually going to help you build muscle. So if you're just in like a 250 caloric surplus, you're training like a beast, you can still eat your burgers and make those gains. So hopefully that motivates you. We got Mike Angelo. I'm stuck on 180 pounds right now. My regular weight, but my target is 200 to 205. I started at 158 when I get back to the gym last March. I'm 6'2". What should I do? I mean, have you been tracking your macros? Because here's the thing. I'm going to switch hands because, oh man, my hand's tired. So here's the thing. If you are tracking your macros, you should be able to gain weight really easily, because all it takes is a 250 to 500 calorie surplus. So I would say start off with this. If you don't like have a coach or anyone to track your macros, the really easy thing to do is simply take your body weight and multiply by 17 to 19. I would say start at 17, and you should be gaining like a ½ pound to 1 pound every single week. If you're not, just keep on increasing those calories. And another rule of thumb too is focus on tracking your workouts, progressive overload. You should really aim to be about 5 pounds stronger on all the compound lifts every single week. So I would say if you're not, you're probably not eating enough. Focus on carbohydrates, 2 grams of carbohydrates per 1 pound of body weight. And also maybe take some creatine. Creatine definitely helps on a lean bulk, increase that strength a little bit. Switch arms again here. So I'm gonna answer a few more questions, and then I'm gonna get some food here. I have a 6-pack, but only when I flex. How do I get a 6-pack without flexing? It's just a matter of lowering your body fat. I mean, how long have you been training? I know a lot of guys are impatient. They want abs like yesterday. And the thing is, with abs, I would say doing high intensity interval training and just focusing once again on those compound lifts, being in a 250 to 500 calorie deficit. If you do that for a stretch of time, you will see your abs pop even when you're relaxed. Oh man, this is a lot of talking, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this live stream. We got 36 people on board right now, or no, 31. 36 is the thumbs up. How many times should I run a day? Try to be more specific in your questions, guys, because like I don't know what your goal is. I don't know. I kind of need to know your goal if you're asking like a how many should I do X per day type question. But even if you're shredding, like I don't run that much. I do a little bit of fasted cardio. I do high intensity interval training, but there's no need to go crazy and run like a marathon runner. In fact, like sprinters are absolutely shredded and they literally never do long forms of cardio. They just run sprint intervals. So Michael says, I'm 151 pounds, 5'8". How much more weight do I have to lose to see my abs with more definition? They are starting to come in, but I never was this light before and don't want to lose much more weight. Okay, try not to get weaker on your lifts. So if you're worried about losing muscle mass, a good rule of thumb is if you're not losing strength, you're not losing muscle mass. So focus on not losing strength on the major lifts and you will not lose size. And then to answer your question, you could be only 2 to 4 weeks away. I would say really dial it in, do fasted cardio, maybe go for a couple days where you're low carb, where you're just eating protein and vegetables, add intensity to your workouts, track your macros. But if you already have some definition, you're only going to be about 2 to 4 weeks away from really seeing those abs pop. Let's see. Hey man, I see you attended one of Daryl Eves' events. I think it was Vid Summit where he answered a question of yours. Yeah, how did you know that, by the way? That's weird information to know. Yeah, but I did talk to Daryl Eves. Midnight Madness 4x4. I'm 155 pounds, 6'2". Should I keep on trying to cut body fat or start bulking? Let me see here. I'm 6'2", 155 pounds. I would say you should lean bulk. That's pretty light for 6'2". I'm assuming your body fat isn't too high. So, yeah. Michael Starr says, thanks for the live chat. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it, my man. That is what I'm here for. I'm going to try to do these. I would say I'm going to promise once a week. I think I can make some time to do these once a week. It's really cool to connect with you guys on kind of a different way than just like making a video and just having you guys comment on it. Drew says, I noticed my right arm is more defined, but my left arm has more mass. How can I even them out? Send me a picture on Instagram DM. I'm curious just to see, because sometimes like the perception of what you have of yourself sometimes isn't accurate. So I'm curious to actually like visually see if I can tell a difference, and then I'll be able to help you out in more detail. So you got my Instagram, just hit me up with a DM. And then all the people on the live stream, if you haven't seen it already, and you're trying to bring up a legging muscle group, the video that I posted, wait, I'm just reading Midnight Madness. Okay, so the video that I posted earlier today goes over a 3-step system to bring up any legging muscle group. It's gonna help you guys out so much. So if you guys haven't seen that video already, it is the most recent video on the channel. And I got 5 videos coming your way next week. Really good outside the box content. I'm working on one video where I'm taking a picture of myself at like 10 different times throughout the day. And it's going to be the truth about Instagram fitness pictures. I think it's going to be like one of my best videos. So it's going to show you guys that like what you see on Instagram sometimes isn't reality. And the pictures that you do see on Instagram are like the absolute best pictures with a pump, the best lighting, everything. And like people just don't walk around and look like that every single day. So it's going to be a really cool video. Be on the lookout for that. And I'll have to check out Daryl's channel. I guess I was on his channel. He posted the event on YouTube. That's how I caught you on it. I'm subscribed to him. Yeah, Daryl's a really cool guy. He's like one of the biggest experts in the world on YouTube. So actually, I asked him some questions. He helped me out with the channel a little bit. So it was really cool to talk to him. I got to meet Gary Vaynerchuk. I got to meet Tai Lopez. I know so many people hate Tai Lopez. I referenced him in one of my videos that coincidentally went viral. The video that has like over 1 million views on the channel. And like so many people had so many bad things to say when I referenced something about Tai Lopez on that video. I thought it was interesting. But people really hate that guy. Tex-Mex, I'll let you know my progress. Mike Angelo says, thanks. I'll take note of your advice. I was following your workout since I get back to the gym last March. All the best from Canada. Thanks for watching all the way from Canada. Fruit, how much to eat a day? I think my 3 favorite fruits, pineapple, blueberries, and banana. I would say up to 3 to 4 servings per day, whether you're shredding or lean bulking, can really help you with your goals. I remember you watching you cutting video and you're talking about apple cider vinegar. Can you explain the effects and benefits of taking it? Yeah, that's a good question. Hey Troy, loving the content lately. Does sex or masturbation affect gains? No. I don't think so. You know, I was tempted to make a video on that topic. There's a few videos that like kind of go into that. Maybe I'll add that to my video list and maybe do some more research and answer that in more depth. If sex or masturbation affects gains. I don't know what it is, but I've got that question the most from people from India. I don't know why, if there's like some expert in India like talking about that topic a lot and like scaring people, but I've got that question like 10 times from people from India. Okay, apple cider vinegar. You know what? I think I have it right here. By the way, who's excited for Halloween? I got my pumpkin right here. Kitty Gaines is out of town, so I like did some decorating. I don't want to know. So here we go. Apple cider vinegar. I will be queuing this up next week when I do a little mini cut and I document the mini cut. So, okay. I'll put it next to me. You know what? I feel like I've helped this company make another like $50,000. I have talked about this stuff for like the last year on like all my content. I'm still waiting for that Bragg sponsorship deal. So apple cider vinegar, what it does is it's gonna help improve your digestion, especially after you eat a big meal. So if you're eating like lots of vegetables and protein, I find that it really like just helps you feel better. Another thing that it does is after a really large meal, it's gonna minimize the insulin spike. So if you ever had a really big meal and you just feel really tired and lethargic, so what happens is your insulin spikes and that causes your insulin spikes and then plummets. And that plummet causes you to feel kind of really tired and lethargic. That's why like if you eat a big lunch and then you like sit down, it's really hard to be energetic. That's from insulin. So apple cider vinegar helps negate that. And it's just healthy for you. It's a really good overall detox. So that's one of the main reasons why I recommend apple cider vinegar. I don't know if I recommend taking it straight out of the bottle like you probably see me do in videos, but just like, you know what's really good? If you heat up some water, I feel like it works better. So maybe like heat up some water. You could even squeeze a little bit of lemon in there as well. So it helps you become healthier. Helping improve your digestion is really important regardless of your goals. You're just gonna absorb more nutrients. You're gonna absorb more protein and amino acids. And we got my boy Connor Kirk in the house looking to build more muscle but not lots of weight. I box 5 days a week and want to start weight training. What do you recommend I do with regards to training and nutrition? Okay, I would recommend getting on. So wait, how many days per week? Say you're in the weight room like 3 times per week. I would go on a push-pull leg split. That would be the time I would recommend a push-pull leg split. And I would focus on progressive overload on my compound lifts. Yeah, so if you're trying to build more muscle, focus on, well, most importantly, a caloric surplus, eating more carbohydrates, especially after training. And then B, focus on lifting heavier every single week. Track like the 7 compound lifts, like the heavy row, like barbell row, weighted pull-up, overhead press, bench press, squat, deadlift. Do lots of weighted pull-ups and you're gonna see some really good results. How much calories do you eat a day from Ireland? Okay, so calories per day. When I'm lean bulking, my macros are about 3 to 3,500. I actually haven't been consistently at that many calories in a long time. So I think you will see me put on, knock on wood, a lot of size over the next couple months. When I'm shredding, I'm only eating about 23, like I would say 21 to 2,500 range every single day because I don't eat the same amount of calories every day, but I try to hit a weekly average if that makes sense. Which is also another really good tip, regardless of what your goal is, don't eat the exact same amount of calories every single day. Figure out your calories and then weekly average it. So one day you might be a little under, one day you might be a little over, and just like don't be robotic and eat the same amount of calories every single day. Let me take a deep breath here. So we got 24 people on. I appreciate you guys chilling with me here on a Sunday. Well, for some of you guys, it could be Monday if you're like in Australia. What do you think will happen in the next few months to my skinny fat body? I do every day 1 hour basketball, 3 to 4 times per week. I run 3 kilometers. 3, I work out 5 times per week. 4, I eat whatever I want. 5, 6 liters of water. Okay, Jabari, I would say, if I know what you're trying to go for, you want to be more lean, you want to be more muscular, you want to be more aesthetic, you're currently skinny fat. I would say add in, like, those are very like basic statements, and all of the progress that you could potentially see is going to be in the details of each of those components. So what I mean by that is, do sprint intervals instead of just doing straight up long distance cardio. So you can do cardio still, but also throw in like 2 to 3 days of sprint intervals. And then I would say focus once again, buy a composition notebook like this, take it to the gym, write down your bench press, your squat, your deadlift, your overhead press, like the 7 or 8 most important lifts, and like write down your weight and your reps with those every single time you work out. And then the following week when you go to the gym, focus on lifting 5 to 10 pounds more on that lift. And like I said, the devil is in the details. And then maybe try to do like 80-20, like at least like eat more fiber, things that make you full, like eat more oatmeal, eat more fruit, eat more vegetables, and you should really be able to transform that skinny fat physique. What equipment would you suggest if I'm going to make a budget home gym? I would say just like a pull-up bar and like a perfect push-up, and you don't need a lot of stuff. I would say you could accomplish almost anything with like a pull-up bar, because you could do arms with that, you can do back, you can do like rowing type stuff. Oh, and a resistance band, and maybe like a light pair of dumbbells. I would say don't invest in like crazy equipment because a pull-up bar is so effective. Will you be doing this every Sunday? I'm going to try to do this every Sunday. I'm kind of trying to figure out the best time. I have a feeling the best time where I get the most people on would be like during the week. To answer your question, Jabari, yeah, you can absolutely get leaner in 3 months with eating whatever you want if you train intensely and you track your lifts. I know I've said that like 10 times, but yeah, I'm very passionate about you doing those 2 things. So I'm going to check up on you and make sure you're tracking your lifts next time I talk to you. Best way to lose as much belly fat and love handles in a week? Dude, check out my video, How to Lose Belly Fat in 1 week. It's literally called that, and it didn't get a ton of views because I released it like at the end of summer, but I think it's my best fat loss video, even better than like the videos that have way more views. I shot the video like vlog style throughout Athens, Greece, so it's one of my favorite videos I've ever done. But if you look on the channel homepage, I have all my videos separated by like muscle building and lean bulking. Then I have all these videos for fat loss and 6-pack abs and shredding. You'll see a video in that playlist on how to lose belly fat in 1 week. That has a ton of information on it, so just like take notes. I literally go over every single thing you got to do to lose a maximum amount of belly fat in 1 week. So hopefully that answers your question. And then make sure you guys check out my recent upload on the channel. I uploaded like 6 hours ago, the 3 ways to bring up any leg and muscle group. I think it's really good outside the box info, and I think it's gonna help you guys with whatever leg and muscle group you're trying to bring up. And also I recently separated, like I just said, the channel. So everything's an organized playlist. All the workout videos are organized, all the like mass building and muscle building tips are organized. All the shredding tips are organized, so kind of like go through. I even made a playlist for my favorite personal videos on the channel. A few of them that maybe didn't get too much love, but videos that I really like. So check out the channel homepage and the different playlists, and you guys should be able to answer all of your other questions. And I'm just gonna keep on like adding to that playlist. So my goal is to have just an incredible directory of like the best workout videos and exercises for every single muscle group, the best fat loss tips, and all that good stuff. No, I'm going to plan to go to Brelly Martin's gym sometime this month and definitely do some filming there. So also, it'd be pretty cool. I'll do a live stream from the gym sometime. I have like spotty Wi-Fi at my gym here, but when I go to like Gold's Gym in Venice Beach or Brelly Martin's gym, I'll definitely do like a live stream at one of those locations when I'm done filming. What do you think of the ab belts? Okay, oh my god, the ab belts. I hate the ab belts so much. It is the biggest scam in the world. The fact that somebody is getting insanely rich selling ab belts just pisses me off so much. Nothing works better than training intensely. And let me tell it to you like this. There is a reason why there is not one fitness model, there is not one IFBB pro physique or bodybuilder or celebrity who looks really ripped that uses the stupid ab belt. They do it the old school way. They train, they diet. The ab belts do not work. It is a scam. It is bullshit. Do not buy the ab belt. You know what? I had a video planned like 2 months ago where I was going to buy the ab belt. I think it's called the flex belt. And I was going to buy it and I was going to like burn it. And I was going to try to shoot a really funny video about how full of shit I thought the ab belt was. And then I looked on Amazon and it was like $200. Like, you gotta be kidding me. So I was like, you know what? I'm not spending $200 to burn the stupid ab belt to make a video. So yeah, I hate the ab belt. So I hope I answered your question. Yeah, don't buy the ab belt. Okay, full body training every day. Thought on that. Every day? I mean, that's pretty intense, bro. Like, I wouldn't do it every day. I would say, I mean, once again, I don't know what your end goal is. If you're like training for the Marines or you're training to be like just an overall badass Terminator, I guess you could do full body training every day. But to look a certain way, I definitely don't recommend doing body weight training every single day. I'm bulking for a month but feeling too fat. Should I mini cut? Yes. I would say if you can't see your abs right now, I would do a mini cut because, like I said, I know a lot of you guys came to my channel in the summertime when you're trying to shred up and look aesthetic, you want six-pack abs. If you have 20 to 30 pounds of fat to lose to see those abs, good luck. Like, you are going to be miserable dieting down that much. So that's why I don't recommend getting fat on any form of a lean bulk or just even a flat-out bulk. Let's see here. And then, by the way, guys, next week I'm going to have 5 videos coming your way on the channel. And I'm trying to step up the content. The last 2 months of my life has been like the most stressful and hectic and like overwhelming period of my life. And I've kind of like, I haven't had enough time to focus on the content and like the quality of it. So the next 2 months, I'm going to blow up the channel is my goal. And I'm going to just have a ton of really unique, high quality, outside the box content. So make sure you guys turn on notifications. Don't you think the huge bodybuilder look is outdated? Yeah, I really do. I mean, the bubble gut look and like they just look ridiculous, man. Like they don't look good. Like to be 190 pounds and like have that V shape and be lean looks so much better. I honestly feel like a lot of bodybuilders have mental problems. Like I'm not trying to like be mean, like no joke. I've been around a lot of bodybuilders. Like the last couple months, I've been to Vegas, I've been to Mr. Olympia, I go to all the big bodybuilder gyms, and like some of them are flat out weird. Like, you know, when you're talking to someone, you can just kind of tell that they're like not right in the head and they have mental problems. I've come across that with a lot of like bodybuilders that I know are on steroids and just massively huge. So, yeah, kind of a weird statement, but hey, it's my opinion and I'm sticking with it. John Brady says, just wanted to give you some love. You've got the best channel on YouTube, dude. I appreciate that so much. I'm working so hard to just blow up this channel. The more that you guys can just like interact with the content and share it with your friends, whoever you think could benefit from it, that's really all I ask, man. I would just love it if you guys could share my content on your social media if you think a video is really good, or with a friend or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, steroids mess up your biochemistry, and like just having super high testosterone and high estrogen. So keep this in mind, guys. When you take steroids, what happens is along with testosterone, estrogen also rises a lot. And this just causes a lot of emotional and mental problems as well. Like to have really high estrogen and testosterone at the same time is a dangerous combo, especially if you're already like insecure, if you already have a few screws loose. So that's why I just like just stay away from that stuff. Like you can look incredible with, you know, the right workout regimen, the right diet plan, the right supplement regimen. Like please guys, if there's one takeaway, like do not go down that path. Yeah, muscle dysmorphia is a real thing. Absolutely. I'm just gonna scroll up here. We got my man JD Cole in the house. What is going on? I'm a really skinny dude and I have 2 days a week to work out. Should I focus on 2 muscle groups to work on and get big then move to others? Or should I do full body workouts? You know what? That's one of the better questions I've got here on this live stream. So you only have 2 days a week to work out. You're saying, should you do all of your muscle groups in those 2 days? Or should you basically do your full body workouts over the course of say like 2 weeks? I would say I would split it up and I would do like, if you can do like 2 hour-and-a-half workouts where you do basically like half your upper body in one workout and then the other half of your upper body and legs in the other workout. I would try to work out the entire body every single week, at least once, if you can. What is going on, Brenda? We got Brenda in the house, another Chargers fan. You know, I was watching the Chargers game and then I got so caught up in this live stream and my computer froze because I'm using my phone as a hotspot. And yeah, so all I see is Oakland 7, Chargers 0. If somebody could please update me on the Chargers Raiders score and on the Steelers score, I would really appreciate it. So I'm going to scroll up here. Brenda, that's why we women are crazy. Yeah, man, it's the estrogen, right? What do you think about creatine? I'm actually a big fan of creatine. I haven't taken it in like 6 months. I take creatine HCl. I just ordered it actually off Amazon, off Bulk Supplements. Connor Kirk, cheers, mate. What day should I train with weights? I box Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. I'm flexible at times during the weekdays and weekend. I would say do it first thing in the morning if you can, because the fact that you're already boxing later in the day, I would say the earlier that you get your workouts in, the more intensely you'll be able to train. I got my cabinet open back here. You don't see the messy part of my house. And by the way, if you guys just jumped on, I don't eat perfectly. This is my cheat of the week. We got Reese's Puffs. So 12-3 Steelers up, 10-7 Raiders are winning right now. Hey, at least the Chargers scored. Is it halftime yet? What do you think about ZMA? So that's a good question. I actually personally love ZMA, and that's why the first supplement I ever created with Alphaline was Alpha Dreams, and Alpha Dreams has ZMA built into it along with electrolytes. So ZMA is really good. Even the quarterback Aaron Rodgers take the ZMA at night. I read in the offseason a lot of pro athletes and bodybuilders take it. And obviously that didn't help Aaron Rodgers today because he broke his collarbone. But yeah, the guy is a freak football player, and even he takes ZMA. So you know he has access to like the best trainers and consultants in the world. What does creatine do, and will it help me, a skinny fat individual? Okay, good question. I have so many videos that I haven't done for you guys that are like in queue. I have one on creatine. So what creatine does is it increases the ATP/energy of your body. So layman's terms, what this means, apple cider vinegar team in the house. Layman's terms, what this means is it increases your muscular, like your maximum muscular output. So it's good for strength. Like research has shown they can help you anywhere from like maybe 5 to 10 pounds of strength. So it's basically going to increase the energy output of your body and your muscles doing heavy explosive lifts. That's why sprinters and weightlifters and even bodybuilders rely on creatine a lot while they're trying to put on size. Let's see here. We got T-Mac in the house. Any relation to Tracy McGrady? And by the way, I think I mentioned this a long time ago. I'm assuming I have completely new people on the live stream now. So my biggest passion along with fitness is basketball, and I don't want this channel to become too disconnected. So I'm probably going to do another channel, and it's going to be like a really unique channel where I'm going to do vertical jump training and speed training, like kind of like basketball athlete training. And I'm going to do basketball vlogs, like going to Lakers games, talking about basketball, and I'm going to talk about all things NBA and current events. So just kind of like something I'm doing for fun, because I find as this channel's grown, sometimes it's stressful, and I find myself like not spending a lot of time on like some other things that I'm really passionate and excited about. So I'm just going to do a basketball channel for fun. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll link it in a few of the videos if you guys want to check it out. Do you take creatine before and after working out? Okay, so creatine is very misunderstood. And right now we're advertising the Superhuman pre-workout on Facebook, so I'm getting a lot of questions. And so here's the thing about creatine is better absorbed post-workout with carbohydrates or insulin. So creatine actually conflicts with caffeine, which is why we didn't put it in the Superhuman pre-workout. So creatine actually is better absorbed with insulin and carbohydrates, and your body doesn't instantly absorb creatine. So like if you take 5 to 10 grams of creatine, an hour later, you're not getting any benefit from it. It can in fact take up to 1 to 2 weeks if you take creatine monohydrate. Now, if you take like creatine HCl, it's more expensive, but it loads in your body faster. But caffeine kind of negates the absorption of creatine, so don't take creatine with your pre-workout. Any pre-workout that has creatine in it, that company just flat out didn't do their homework, because there's a few different research studies showing that creatine is not optimally absorbed. So take it at night or take it post-workout, but definitely take it with like some apple juice, some Gatorade, or like just with a carbohydrate meal, so it's better absorbed in your system. Be on the lookout for Kobe Marshall. He's the best 8th grader in the world. I'll check out Kobe Marshall on YouTube. I gotta do some video, like it's crazy like the views that the videos get on like Lonzo Ball and D'Angelo Ball and all those guys. So I'll check out this crazy 8th grader. Yeah, Mr. Hyde I think has creatine, although to their defense they do have a little bit better form of creatine. They have like the creatine HCl or something like that. So, I can't see how many people are still on. I'm about to sign off and watch my Chargers game because they need a win. They need to get to 2-3. It's getting a little depressing here. Bulking while intermittent fasting. Any thoughts on getting in calories? Yeah, here are my thoughts. Don't bulk while you're doing intermittent fasting. And I think you must have been late on the live stream because I answered this question before. And no, I haven't seen the LiAngelo Ball transformation. I'll check it out. But I saw he can really jump now. He was like throwing down some dunks. Okay, let me go back to this. Okay, don't do intermittent fasting while you are bulking. It doesn't make any sense. Just follow what the guys with the best physiques and the best knowledge in the world do. I'm not saying myself. I'm not quite at that level yet, but the IFBB pros, the professional bodybuilders, the professional fitness models, none of them do intermittent fasting while they're trying to put on size. So, we got Maddox Gaming. And by the way, if you guys are new to the live stream, I uploaded a video earlier this morning that I think is really informative. It's 3 steps to bring up any leggy muscle group, so just look for the most recent video on the channel. And last night, pretty wild Saturday night, I reorganized my playlist on the homepage. So if you go to my homepage on the YouTube channel right now, everything is neatly organized. I even included videos that were my personal favorite. Why you gotta tell me Oakland's about to score? You're making me get in a bad mood. Okay, so I organized like all the playlists on the channel. So I have all my best fat loss videos, all the best workout videos, all the best muscle building videos. So I want it to be a really cool resource. So if you guys, like say it's Wednesday, you're about to hit shoulders, you can just hop on my channel. You can check out like 15 new shoulder exercises, different workouts, things like that. So peace out, Joanne. Thank you for joining. And yeah, I'll try to do live streams, like I said, every single Sunday. It's kind of a good relaxed day. Kitty Gaines is out of town. Man, this computer froze. So I'm like, my poor phone is like doing a lot right now. I'm live streaming and I'm using my hotspot. So let me refresh and see if I can get this game on here. Oh, I need some water. Okay. I can't wait for like someday. Oh, you guys didn't see this. If you're new to the live stream, we have all these weird filters on my end. So take care, Brenda. And I just got the Raiders game back on. Yo, you know what? The good news is there is a lot of time left. How do we get your fast burners? Your fat burners? AlphaLion.com. I believe, if you buy the Master Shredder Stack, it's on sale along with Alpha Dreams. And if you just go to AlphaLion.com, you will see all the products, the Master Shredder Stack, the pre-workout, everything like that. Can you explain to me if you're fat or skinny fat and take Anabolica? Like you mean anabolics? Okay, so, we got an interception. I don't know if anyone's a Chargers fan, but they just picked him off. All right, so I think so don't ruin it now. I have the game playing on my computer right next to me, so whatever happens, I think it's a little bit delayed, so don't ruin it. And let me take the bubbles off. It's kind of weird. All right. Man, this is the longest straight I've ever talked. I have a feeling the Chargers are going to win. What do you think about dextrose powder after a workout? I actually used to do that. I took maltodextrin, pretty much the same thing. There's a stain on your forehead. Is it really? No, you know what it is? It's just like I didn't shower yet after I worked out. I know it's gross. So I'm just like super sweaty. So let me know. Thanks and enjoy your game. What do you think about dextrose powder? Yeah, I want to start live streaming soon. Midnight Madness 4x4. So do you have a channel, Midnight Madness? I have a great idea on how I'm going to use it. It's racing related though. What, like NASCAR or like track and field? Chargers, best way to lose that stubborn lower belly fat. All right, Brandon, I literally spilled everything I have with fat loss content over the course of the summer. If you look on the homepage of the channel, I have all my best videos on fat loss organized into playlists. So really specific, like every single video, like for lower abs, for like ab workouts, for losing chest fat, everything is organized. So if you go to the homepage of the channel and you check out all those videos in that playlist, you should be able to have a really good idea on how to lose that stubborn belly fat or whatever you're trying to do. If you have like a unique question or a specific question, drop it right here. I'll answer it right now. But yeah, I have everything organized once again on the homepage for all my best fat loss videos. I think it's the second column right on the homepage. What will happen if you're fat or skinny fat and take steroids? Okay, so one of two things could happen. Most likely you're gonna have a really bad reaction, because if you take steroids and your body fat's too high, what's gonna happen is there's gonna be too much estrogen running rampant in your body. The people who have the best results taking steroids, which I don't recommend doing, are gonna be people who are already in good shape, people who have already achieved 90% of their physical potential. So someone who's basically trained natural for 5 to 10 years and somebody who's already in good shape. If you're fat and you take steroids, you are going to have a lot of side effects unless you get really, really lucky. And steroids is an umbrella term. I don't know if you're talking just like testosterone. There's a ton of different steroids, many that are much harsher than others. So long story short, don't do it. And if you do it, you're going to have a ton of side effects that you will not like. We got 25 people still on board. I think we've consistently had about 20 to 35 people, so I appreciate that. We got my boy Melvin Gordon. Oh my God, he's so good. I love Melvin Gordon. He's like the only good player in the team. What fat burner would you take that don't give you runs? Alpha Shredder, my man. If you guys don't know, I'm the founder of Alpha Line. As of right now, we're just a supplement company. We're working on some apparel in the near future, but Alpha Shredder is an awesome fat burner. I take it myself. It's maximum dose for energy, for losing water weight, for boosting your metabolism. If you go to alphaline.com, you can pick it up there, but it's going to be much stronger and much more effective than anything you're going to buy in a GNC or Vitamin Shop. Oh my God, Mel. Oh, it's tackle him. Crazy Bulk is a legal steroid. Do you know anything about that company? Crazy Bulk is full of shit. There's no such thing as a legal steroid. It's just marketing, guys. You got to understand that a steroid is something you inject. So a steroid is going to manipulate the hormones in your body. Anything like legal steroid, all it is marketing, trying to prey on people who are very inexperienced and don't know any better. So I know what you're talking about. You probably were researching steroids and you came across crazybulk.com and you see some jack guy hey, this is a legal steroid with all the benefits and none of the side effects. It's fucking bullshit. Don't fall prey to it. Please don't. You know what you're better off doing? You're better off taking a $100 bill and giving it to a homeless guy, or flushing it down the toilet and making a YouTube video about it and then making money from the views off that video. If you want to waste $100, do that. Inspire someone. Change someone's life. Don't buy bullshit legal steroids. So as you can see, I'm pretty passionate about that topic. And by the way, you will never see me sell a testosterone booster because they're full of shit. They are full of shit. You smell like a big, dirty turnip. I appreciate that, Shannon Keys. I didn't know you could smell on the internet, though. You must have some, crazy virtual reality setup. Is steroid a real drug? Is there any effect? Is it addictive? Yeah, steroids are a real drug. They are definitely a real drug. It's, actually, I think it's considered by law enforcement. It's categorized as the same thing as heroin and cocaine. So it's really serious. It's a very serious drug, and it affects your hormones. It affects your biochemistry. It affects everything in your body. So, Brandon Jewell. Mucina boosts testo though, Trey. I'm a big fan of Mucina Prerins because Mucina Prerins is actually in Alpha Dreams. So what Mucina Prerins does on why it actually might help boost testosterone a tiny bit is Mucina Prerins manipulates your dopamine. And be on the lookout because dopamine is something I'm obsessed with. I think dopamine is the most important thing to change your life. So what dopamine does is it basically makes you more excited every single day. So for instance, say you have an epic social night out, and say you have an epic night, you're talking to a girl that you're really like, and you guys hit it off and you have a blast with your friends. You know that feeling where you're really excited and happy the next day? That's more dopamine circulating in your brain. So there's actually ways to increase your dopamine, and Mucina Prerins is one of the natural ways. So which goes hand in hand with actually boosting your testosterone as well. There's actually a study that showed that if you just make more money, you'll have more testosterone because you're more excited, you're more happy, you're more confident, and all that sort of thing. So, wow, we got 36 people on board. And what do we have here? We have women don't care for dude he uses either. We want the natural thing. Yeah, take Brenda's advice. You do not want to go down that path. I know people who take steroids and like you just see like the positive benefit of like the appearance. And most people, by the way, who take it don't look that great. Like you're just seeing the very few people who react to the drug very well. Like keep in mind, it's a drug. Not everybody's going to react well to it. And you have to understand that you might have really bad side effects, not even physically, but mentally and like your organs and how you feel and everything. I know a lot of bodybuilders who are really like fucked up physically and mentally from it. I took testosterone at 17 and I've had puffy nipples for 5 years now. I also haven't been able to maintain an erection. Do you have advice? Yeah, I would say you're going to have to go to a doctor and probably get some testosterone replacement therapy. Go to an endocrinologist and you guys are going to have, not you guys, you will have much better results because I don't know what's going on with your hormones and your blood work. So sounds like you have a pretty serious issue and I would definitely go to an endocrinologist and also a doctor to get some blood work done. Have you heard of V-Shred? Yeah, I've heard of him. He's actually, if you go on my channel and you see the related channels, I think he's always listed as one of my related channels, so it's kind of hard not to have heard of him. I've come across his content though. He has decent content. He'd actually be a good person to collab with. I think he does live in Los Angeles as well. I'm just going through. Opinion on Jeff Seed. V-Shred system. I'm not gonna speak bad upon him. I don't really know anything about his programs, but just off of like research purposes, I have gotten like Kinobody's program just to see what he's selling, and it's just very like mainstream and cookie cutter. And it seems like V-Shred is kind of more of a marketer than like a fitness expert. Like he has a good channel, he has good advice, but I can't personally speak on like his programs, but I don't know. I'm a fan of my own program, Science of Abs, so it depends what your goal is. Alphaline products are awesome, best supplements I've ever tried, and tried a lot of products. Dude, that is awesome to hear, Drew. Like, I know we're a new company, so like there's other companies that people know a lot more about. Like people have taken C4 and Cellucor and everything like that, but like I put so much time and effort into all the ingredient profiles and the formulas, and I just want to create the most unique and innovative products. So that's really the goal. V-Shred is pretty small but had a hot girlfriend. I haven't seen his girlfriend. Did you whiten your teeth with bananas? Yes, I whiten my teeth with bananas. Shannon, if you have nothing good to say, by the way, I'm well aware that my teeth are white, so I know you're just talking shit. You know what? I'm going to block Shannon from the live chat. Shannon Keys has been blocked and removed. All right, enough with Shannon Keys. So we got 34 people on board, and I am here to answer your questions. Okay, so Shannon got booted. Apparently she's really bored. It's probably some dude trying to be a girl. I'm 48, did a blood test with endocrine doctor. Always knew my test was low before the blood test. I came in at a 175 test. Yeah, so 175 test is really low. I would say you definitely need testosterone replacement therapy. Like my dad is 62 and I think his was like 875. So you definitely want to be close to that 1,000 mark. So I would say you would be a prime candidate, although I'm not an expert in the topic. Yeah, I don't know what, I think Shannon must be a Raiders fan and she sees they're going to lose. So she's just a hater. I love having haters though, because it means the channel is growing. That's a funny thing. Like the thing about haters is the bigger that you get, the more haters you're going to have. Alphaline, where can we get it and what is your product site? Dude, if you just go to alphaline.com. By the way, what'd you guys think of, I don't know if you see my video from earlier today, but I made like a cool Halloween like graphic for the pre-workout. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, if you go to alphaline.com, we have everything on there. I would love for you guys to check it out because we just redid the entire site. So you'll see all the products on alphaline.com. You'll see content articles. And eventually I want to have an exercise database. Just like something where you guys can see like a tutorial on how to do every single exercise for every single muscle group. So I want to make it a really big content hub for you guys. Like the YouTube channel is all the main like longer form videos. And then alphaline.com will be really good written content and the supplements and everything. All right, I'm gonna go through some questions here. Alphaline, Do you sell workout programs? I like your knowledge, and I'm a college soccer player and want to take my game to the next level. I think you could help. Yeah, Brandon. So right now I have a program called Science of Abs, and I'm actually in the process of finishing up a program called Action Figure Physique, which is more of a one-on-one high-level coaching program. That should be out in a couple weeks. I'm just finishing up some things with the program right now, but if you follow the channel and turn on post notifications, I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. I definitely want to have some type of like really cool custom like action figure aesthetics program for you guys, so I've been finishing up that. Haters are hilarious. You prove them wrong time and time again, but they keep running their mouths. You know what, like, I'm sure the bigger the channel gets, I'll have more and more and more haters. And even the better that your physique gets, the more people are like, oh, steroids, blah, blah, blah. Like, everyone deals with it, and it's just like it comes with the territory. Like, if you look at the biggest fitness people in the world, like Bradley Martin or Simeon Panda, like, I was actually there when some dude was hating on him during a live event. It's just something that you got to deal with. And like the fact that I focus all my attention on all the positive feedback I'm getting, and like you guys right now, I'm talking to 32 random people all over the world, helping you guys, you know, transform your physique and giving you guys good information. And like that is amazing to me. Like that blows my mind, and it is so cool for me just to experience that. So I know like 9 out of 10 people experience positive things from the channel and my content, and I just focus all my time on that. How do the people on steroids act? Like crazy, chill, or dumb? I mean, sometimes it doesn't affect you at all. Like, I know a guy on steroids. He's a big Instagram, like, fitness model. And, like, he's just a normal, laid-back dude. It doesn't really change him. Some people, it just depends how you're wired. Like anything else. It's like, if you do, like, any drug, depending on, like, how your brain is, how you are, how your biochemistry is, it's going to change who you are. So, we got the Chargers with the ball back. As you guys know, I'm a Chargers fan, just kind of watching the game here. All right. I am 16 years old and I'm 193 centimeters, 94 kilograms. Should I cut? I don't know like how tall you are because I don't know the centimeter translation. I don't know. I need to know more information on like your body fat and stuff. I actually bought Crazy Bulk a while back. Jabari, it makes your mood swing. I got to check out what's in Crazy Bulk. Okay, so the one product that I actually do like for like boosting testosterone a little bit is D-aspartic acid. Just go on Amazon, buy D-aspartic acid, and oh no, they turned it over. I must have a delay because right now it's 2nd and 8 and they're running the ball. Would you do CrossFitting? Is a deadlift necessary? The deadlift isn't 100% necessary, but if you're trying to put on size, I think it's one of the 5 most important exercises. It's going to build thickness and strength in the lower back and hamstrings, 2 of the most common injury spots. So I would say just to build an all-around physique, definitely make sure that you're doing your deadlifts. Did they really turn the ball over? 3rd and 6. La 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 la. I know you probably made a video on it, but what are your thoughts on Kinobody's programs? No, I haven't made a video on Kinobody's programs. I think they're average. I mean, he's not personally coaching you. He has good genetics. He's worked out his whole life. How he's got his physique, I truly believe, are not how his programs are. So, I mean, he's a marketer, guys. He's a marketer. He's not going to like be personally coaching you. He's got a ton on his plate. I actually know a few people like on his business team, and like Kinobody's focused on his advertising and marketing videos. I can promise you he's not focused on creating the best workout program possible. Oh no, they really did turn the ball over. Son of a bitch. I thought you were lying to me, but oh my god. Is that the rookie? No, and that's their star player. That might have been his first NFL catch. Was that his first NFL catch and he fumbled it? You gotta be kidding me. I was so excited to see this guy play too. Okay, so by the way, I know we got some new people on board. If you didn't see my video from earlier today, I did a video on 3 steps to bring up any leg and muscle group. Make sure you check it out, share it with your homies, and I'm gonna have 5 videos coming your way next week. I got so much on board. I'm gonna try to upload around 11 a.m. Eastern. And by the way, yeah, so if you go to alphalion.com, I have a program called Science of Abs, and I'm actually working on a program that's going to be catered towards an aesthetic bulk or an aesthetic shred or aesthetic cut. Oh man, did they get the ball back? Oh, no, Ingram's a beast. So I'm working on a really personalized coaching program that could be more of what you're looking for. I'm gonna probably release that in the next week or two, so definitely stay tuned to the channel and the updates. Whoops. Have I had food on my lip the whole time? Or are you just messing with me? I think I've been talking for too long is my problem right now. You know what, guys? I am going to sign off soon because I want to enjoy the fourth quarter. But if you guys have any questions that I have not got to yet, what you can do is just go to my most recent video that I uploaded this morning and ask your best questions. And I promise you, right when the Chargers game ends and they have a big comeback win, I'm going to go through and answer all your guys' questions. So if you go to my most recent video, type in any question you want, and I promise you I will answer it 100% in detail. So I'm going to sign off for now, but like I said, go to, I'm not even going to answer that question, but you know what? If you ask that question on my most recent video, I will answer it. So I'm going to sign off, guys. Every single Sunday, we are going to do a live stream. I've heard of Serbia. I love Serbia. They got some good basketball players there. I'm going to catch a Chargers game. Make sure you check out my new videos next week. Make sure you check out my most recent video that I uploaded yesterday. And I will see you guys on the next live stream.